All righty, look at that. Welcome to Take 10 with the NLC counseling team, where each week a member of the counseling team comes online to answer some of your most asked questions. So my name is Karen, and I'm a counselor with NLC, and I'll be your host for today's webinar. Today's question is one we've been hearing for a lot of our students, and that is, I'm stressed, what do I do? So today, we're going to talk about stress. So you'll have to bear with me as I go through this today. So how do I manage stress? So let's talk a little bit. So stress is your body's way of responding to any kind of demand or threat. So you'll notice in the picture here, that's a big wildfire. That is Chuck Egg wildfire of 2019. And this is about 3 kilometers from my house. To say I was stressed would be an understatement. But stress is your body's way of responding to any kind of demand or threat. So stress, it's the response, the body's way of protecting you. When working properly, it helps you to stay focused, energetic, and alert. In emergency situations, stress can actually save your life, giving you extra strength to defend yourself, for example, or to help you react and slam on the brakes to avoid a car accident. You see in this picture, this is the flood of Fort Vermilion 2020. This is a lot of our students are experiencing severe stress right now. Stress, what do we do if stress isn't helping us to stay focused and able to manage life? This is a murder hornet. I have told my boss, once the locusts come, I'm leaving. I'm not sure if murder hornet is close enough, but it still doesn't look that friendly. Stresses me out. So if you tend to get stressed out frequently, like many of us in today's demanding world, your body may exist in a heightened state of stress most of the time, and that can actually lead to serious health problems. Chronic stress disrupts every system in your body. It can suppress your immune system, upset your digestive and reproductive systems, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and speed up the aging process, which I can't say I'm a big fan of. I don't need more gray hair today. It can even rewire the brain, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, other mental health problems. So stress. Your nervous system isn't very good at distinguishing between emotional and physical threats. If you're super stressed over an argument with a friend, a work deadline, or a mountain of bills, your body can react just as strongly as if you're facing a true life or death situation. This can be very much of a struggle for a lot of us. Why are we reacting so badly to such a silly thing? But our brain, our nervous system, isn't very good at distinguishing between the two. The more your emergency stress system is activated, the easier it becomes to trigger, and it actually makes it harder to shut off. The most dangerous thing about stress is how easily it can creep up on you. You actually get used to it, and it actually starts to feel familiar, even normal. How many people do you know always seem to be living in a state of stress or crisis? You don't notice how much it's affecting you, even as it takes a heavy toll. That is why it's important to be aware of the common warning signs and symptoms of stress overload. Signs of stress. I'm going to point out just a few that maybe we haven't thought about. Cognitive symptoms can include memory problems and inability to concentrate and poor judgment. Emotional symptoms can be simply moodiness and feeling overwhelmed. Physical symptoms can be, I don't feel so good in my stomach, and I may have chest pain or frequent colds. Behavioral symptoms can be sleeping too much, sleeping too little, eating too much, eating too little, and withdrawing from others. It's important to recognize these signs of stress as they come on so we can manage them. These are the top 10 stressful life situations. I thought these were kind of interesting today. Death of a spouse, divorce, marriage or separation, imprisonment, death of a close family member, injury or illness, marriage, job loss, marriage reconciliation, and retirement. And I would safe to say pandemic could probably be put on that page today. So today, I want to walk you through a technique that can help keep you calm and lessen stress. It is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy to remember, easy to use. So I would like you today to do your best to listen to the sound of my voice and the things that I instruct you to do and walk through this with me today. This will also be saved in the PowerPoint presentation with the webinar if you need it for backup. So first, sit up. Close your eyes if you can, and if you can, put your feet on the ground. Now, if you're like me and need to read while you're doing this, you're welcome to keep your eyes open. So first of all, take a deep breath from your belly and push it out as hard as you can from your lips. Like you're blowing out a candle, hopefully not spitting at it. So we're going to do these type of breaths for 5 breaths. Please follow along with the sound of my voice today. Deep breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes if you have them closed and tell me out loud what are 5 things you can see. Look for small details such as patterns on the ceiling, the way the light reflects off a surface, or an object you never noticed. Today, I see a metal tree, a certificate, fake flowers, a basket, and a book. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. What are 4 things you can feel? Notice the sensation of clothing on your body, the sun on your skin, or the feeling of the chair you're sitting in. Pick up an object and examine its weight and texture and any other physical qualities. Today, I can feel my textbook, my phone, my pen, which has a rubber grip, and actually the paint on my wall. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. What are 3 things you can hear? Pay special attention to the sounds your mind has tuned out, such as a ticking clock, traffic, or even trees blowing. Today, I have an old-fashioned clock that's ticking. I hear the fan and some interesting beeping, I think, that are in the office below me. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. 2, 1. Open your eyes. Or what are 2 things you can smell? Try to notice smells in the air, like air freshener, freshly mowed grass. You can even look around for something that has a scent, such as a flower or an unlit candle. Today, I can smell a candle and I can smell my perfume. Take a deep breath, 1 more breath. All the way out. Now, what's 1 thing you can taste? I often carry gum or candy. I pop one in my mouth and I actually focus my attention closely on the flavors. However, if this is not something that you really like to do, I would like you today to practice 1 good thing about yourself. Please say 1 good thing about yourself out loud or in the chat bar. I am a very organized person. All right. So in order to help, I hope that technique is effective for you. And going forward, you can always go back on the webinar to walk through it again. If this technique doesn't work and you find that it's just not helping, please send a referral to us at the counseling department. We have many other tips and techniques that can help you with your stress. In order to help mitigate stress, keep it down, there's 5 things that we need to focus on. 1 is their support network. A strong network or supporting friends and family members is an enormous buffer against stressful situations. Your sense of control, if you have confidence in yourself and your ability to influence events and persevere through challenges, you'll feel less stressed. Your attitude and outlook, the way you look at life and its inevitable challenges make a huge difference in your ability to handle stress. Your ability to deal with your emotions. How are you feeling today? It has the ability to identify and deal appropriately with your emotions can increase tolerance. And finally, your knowledge and preparation. The more you know about a stressful situation, including how long it will last and what to expect, the easier it actually is to cope. It's great to see everyone. Please check out the recording if you want to try the technique again or the handout attached. Next week, Thank you for joining me. Next week, Charlotte, another counselor at Northern Lakes College, will be back online answering your questions. The questions for next week, and here it is I'm running out of steam. How do I finish the school year strong? Now I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm available for questions if anybody has any. Thank you.